You're listening to the Hero's Quest podcast, your source for creating the hero mindset and abandoning the victim mentality. I'm your host and life coach, Tim Holloway. Join me on the quest to unlock your inner hero and take responsibility for your life.
So I was flipping through the H.E.R.O Facebook group, and I ran across this post, and it kind of inspired what I want to talk about today. And so it came from Brandy and says, do you know why you should choose your friends wisely? When you connect with people, their energy now affects you. This is really, really inspiring when you think about it. You know, the very core of our being, it longs for connection. It longs to be connected to other people. Everything in society is a interdependent relationship. When we think about our daily lives, everything from the food in our fridge to the house that's built to the bed that we lay in to the toothpaste we brush our teeth with, and all these things, they all scream that we are interdependent and connected. You see, I wouldn't have most all these things unless somebody helped create those things. And so it is in our life that we think that that we're an island. We think that, you know what, I can get by on myself, and I'm independent, and independence is good. And I don't want to say anything bad about independence, because truly you have to be independent before you can ever be interdependent. Otherwise you're just gonna be codependent, but we don't have to go there today. But there's this idea that, you know what, I'm my independent, I'm my own person. But it's truly the connectiveness with others that really creates these great things in our life. You see, even nature declares that we can't create life without co-creating with another person. And we look at, these CEOs who run companies, and they do great things, and they're the front man, and they're in front of the camera and all these things. But what we don't see is behind the scenes. We see one man who's marketing, and we see his face, but we don't see the whole team behind him that created this marketing campaign to begin with. We just see the one man. And this just goes to show even more the idea of co-creation and leaning upon the strengths and the abilities of others. You see, friendship is all about connecting with other people and creating win-wins. And a lot of times in life we get connected in relationships, and we get a lose-win. And what that is that we are giving and the other person's taking, and they are in a sense takers, and they are leeches, and they're sucking the life out of us, and we give and give and give, and they're parasites, and then we just give up and stop giving. And that's the idea of a really codependent, nasty, dysfunctional relationship. If you want to be in a good one, it's going to be two parties mutually agreeing to be in a win-win, where each person mutually benefits from the other. And those kind of relationships are really, really powerful. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about relationships, what kind of people you should associate with. And to put it plainly, you should associate with people who are better than you. And I know this sounds maybe weird or hoity-toity or whatever you want to call it, but you are basically who you hang around with, like your mama and your daddy said. And you can't really rise above your own social class per se. And so you need to be around people that are, in a sense, beyond you. And that means people that are farther down the road than you. Connect with people who are going somewhere. You see, if I wanted to take my business to the next level, I wouldn't be sitting around connected with people who, are at the same level that I am. Just inspire some connection that moves beyond just the mundane. You'd have to get connected to people who are far beyond than you and farther down the road than you are. And not only that considering the same values is important. There's this old proverb that goes, he that walks with wise men will be wise. And what that means is that you get connected to other people and you share the same values of those people to which you are connected. And so that would behoove us to just take cautious of who we get connected to make sure that we have the same values. And I don't know if you're like me, but I've been connected to somebody who had different values than me, and it crashed and burned, right? And I'm sure many of you who are listening to me on this podcast or my Facebook group friends, have experienced this, getting connected to somebody who has totally different values than you. For example, you don't think it's okay to cheat. They might. And so you're getting connected to somebody whose values are way different than your own. Get connected to people who have the same vision, the same dreams, the same like ultimate goals in life. And here's what I would say. Get connected to people who want to be their own hero. And I know that I beat this philosophy into us all the time, but for those, get connected to people who want to have it all. And that is good health. They want to have good emotional and mental well-being. They want to have positive and encouraging relationships, and they want to own their bank account. They want to own their role in this world. Get connected with the people who are the same mind, who want to do those same things. Here's the detriment. You get connected to people that don't want those things. For example, if you get into a marriage relationship for somebody who doesn't want to own their bank account, all of a sudden they're spending all the time, right? And there you are, frustrated because you got different goals and different values, and they do not want to be their own hero. And you can see where the frustration and all those things come in. Choose friends that stretch you. You don't want to choose friends that bring you down. These are friends that motivate and encourage you. I got some friends in my life that stretch me to the max, learning something new every day. Something new comes up. I'm being stretched, learning new programs, trying new things, just becoming a better overall person, being challenged. Friends who challenge addictions, who say, you know what, you might want to not drink that coffee anymore because the effects that it has on you. And friends that do that, these are not pacifying friends that they're okay with everything that you do. They challenge you, they give you the truth, and they give you high expectations. And of course, I would choose friends that you have activities and the same interest and that thirst for knowledge. So I'm going to leave you with a couple of these quotes. Friendships is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It's not something that you particularly learn in school. But if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you haven't really learned anything. You see, I'm going to touch on this because it should be touched on. Any form of spirituality is some sort of connection to the divine. It's some sort of friendship taking place, some sort of interconnectedness to something that is bigger than you. And I believe that this is one of the core reasons why people feel empty inside. The next quote is this: find a group of people who challenge and inspire you. Spend a lot of time with them, and it will change your life. And this is the truth. Remember today to be your own hero. That is, I will be honorable. I will be empowered. I will be resilient, and I will take ownership for my life. Below, you'll find the link to the Hero's Blueprint for Success. Click on that link. That is our free gift to you, and join us at wakethehero.com.
Hold up.